Alright, let's start the stream and hope, beyond all hopes, that it does not lag the heck out again. At least this time I'll have a more ready way to tell if I'm dropping frames. Visually looks fine. Audio. Audio sounds fine as well, so hello people of the internet. It is I, SoulRackDragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order. Where today we are going to do some chill interludes here because Chaldea Boys Collection doesn't start until Wednesday as planned, and it looks like we see who we're actually getting for Chaldea Boys Collection. Takasugi Shinsaku. He was in last year's Guda Guda event, I believe. He was at least Guda Guda. I was not expecting him. I was expecting Bima, I think was his name, from the Valentines event to be our male White Day servant, but I guess that's not the case. There is a bit of a thing about broadcasting station, which will be tomorrow, but I will not be doing anything tomorrow because tomorrow is my mom's birthday, so yeah. White Day Memorial Pickup Summon, just got Juna and a bunch of the male servants are on raid up, so nothing really new there. And lastly, information about Chaldea Boys Collection 2025, login bonus, campaign, new item to the Rare Prisms shop, White Day Spectacles Limited Craft Essence, I can't remember what those are, command code added to the Mana Prism Exchange, the Buddy Ring, Silver Buddy Ring, interesting, and Spiriton Glasses will be added to the wardrobe thing, yeah. Anything else? Oh, free exchange for Phantom Thief Amakusa. Interesting. He also his trial quest is also exchangeable for free upon clearing the final singularity. And that's kind of it. So yeah, not much in the way of news today. Let me claim my login stuff here. Then just do a brief bit of review/overview of everything that's happened as far as my FGO journey has been since the last FGO stream. And then we'll get things started. Login, gold foe, campaign, login, shop. Yeah, that looks to be all of that. So, if we go to the shop, we can see that, as far as event items goes, only the monuments and pieces were not cleared out. I kind of ran out, and then, because I have the memory of a goldfish, I was doing some last-minute point gathering, completed a quest, thought that it would get me enough points. I am less than 3,000 points short. RNG decided to give me a big fat middle finger, and if I had paid attention, I could have done one more quest, because this penultimate quest was done like a couple hours. This final quest that I did was done a few hours before the event ended. It wasn't until I logged on and claimed the rewards that I saw that I was missing less than 3,000 points. So, yeah. It's annoying. I did go through all of the male chocolates offline just because, again, I didn't even watch the scenes, to be honest. They're just craft essences for experience. But we will really quickly here be claiming some random female servant chocolates a little bit before and a little bit after, just to see if we can't get anybody we don't have. See who will be the final female servant to give us a Valentine's chocolate. And we're dropping frames already. So this is where you were. Thank goodness. I was getting a little bit worried if I hadn't been able to see you on this day of love. Well, I would have been very sad to think that this fire within me burns bright enough to even triumph over Fenrir's ice-cold breath could have been for naught. Yeah, you have Sigurd, Bryn, so... To be fair, Bryn was released far sooner than Sigurd was, so... Yeah. I remind you of Sigurd. Yeah, Sigurd's back at Chaldea, though, so you can just go and have fun with Sigurd. No, it'll end up being fed to a CE, but, thank you, Bryn. Chocolate, yeah. Representative of your feelings. Vials of wisdom would suit you perfectly. Can't imagine it any other way. Yes, after all, you are my hero. Right? Yeah. Remember, Bryn is a little bit kooky in that she thinks we're Sigurd. Hey, it's Ark. Alright, let's get this Valentine's Day conference started. Let's have a round of applause for all of our participants, though of course it's just the three of us. So while this may not be too different from talking to yourself in the mirror, we won't let that stop us. Archetype Earth. Isn't talking to yourself in a mere waste of time? However much you might vacillate, you will reach the same conclusion. Not necessarily, ancient princess. Come, there's no need to be so modest. Or perhaps I should say, afraid. 3 different sides to her personality. While we may be using the same spirit, origin, our thoughts and feelings remain our own. I am a member of the true ancestor royalty who spent several thousand years avoiding my fate, just as father planned. To put it in proper human history terms, I am the hypothetical answer to a question that was never asked. Royalty though I may be, I have neither retainers nor subjects, only a decrepit old castle. But never mind that. That I am alone does not mean I am bored. I must line. At times I dream of my other possible selves, just as I am doing now. And besides, even though I do not exist in physical form, my essential nature is as strong as they come. You two are intelligent beings raised to match a model that I was the base for. If your minds were to fade, I, or at least my essential nature, would come to the forefront. It would be, in essence, a rampage. You remember that, do you not, new princess? Despite possessing my nature, that was still fairly disgraceful, no? What are you talking about? I do not call this meeting so that we could hold a post-mortem on my previous actions. Hang on. Besides, that wasn't a rampage. It was still totally rational. I just got a little headstrong. That's all. Headstrong, you say? So you are what I would be like if I were to abandon all sense of decorum and prioritize my emotions. Ouch. A burn from an alternate version of yourself, or something like that, is gotta be quite deep. I'll have to bear that in mind, so I may be certain to avoid any repetition of your mistakes. I know you're my past self, but you're even more demure than I thought. It's hard to believe we're the same person. It kind of is. Just the tone of voice also sets you three apart. I also never thought of us as the same being. Everything from your mannerisms to the conclusions you reach is completely different from myself. I am simply not able to conceive a series of events that could lead to me becoming you. What do you mean? It all started when a human stranger... Sorry, but the rest is a secret. It's such a precious memory that I can't even tell my other self about it. I'm guessing that has something to do with the thing she's from. Fine by me. I have no interest in hearing it, anyways. You certainly do smile a lot, don't you? Do you really find so many things amusing? Yes, I do. So much so that I dare say this world is full of nothing but fun and amusing things. I only hope you see that for yourself someday. But for today, we have another problem to tackle. You are interested in Valentine's Day, right? I can't give Mr. Chaldea chocolate myself, but I think it would be great if you did. I wouldn't say that. I was just curious as to what kind of event it is. That's all. I may only know about the outside world from the planet's inner sea, but I am still Archetype Earth, the one entrusted with the planet's own memories. I should be at least passingly familiar with the customs and cultures of the surface's intelligent civilizations. I agree. I too would like to have a firm grasp on this era's trends. Besides, now that we've become part of this Chaldea person's organization, we can gain far more information by participating ourselves, rather than merely observing from the sidelines. This is about setting an example. You may feel at home in Chaldea, new princess, but the other servants keep their distance from us princesses as a whole. It is quite the headache. If we were to punish all the rude people who called us sheltered or ignorant, it would not be long before Chaldea was completely deserted, right? I don't know. I don't know how many people insult you. True, you do have a point. When I conversed with a servant called Blackbeard, I came dangerously close to making him paper thin and folding him 10 times. That's just Blackbeard for ya. I see, so these are my past and future selves. I guess neither of them are used to human society. Stop talking about Valentine's Day as though you deigned to come participate in it from up on your ivory tower. It's not just another human event, it's our, or rather your, event, my past self. You do have feelings of gratitude and a desire to get to know Mr. Chaldea better, right? Then you need to take action yourself. Putting up a front won't please anyone except you. I'm neither putting up a front nor pleasing myself, thank you very much. Even though you were fidgeting nervously, wondering about what Valentine's Day would be like when it got here. Excited and nervous are two sides of the same coin, you know. Those are the kinds of feelings humans would call pleasant. Wasn't it fun thinking about someone besides yourself? Good point. Since my feelings were so focused on this event, I suppose that does make it my event. As it is my event, I am not unwilling to participate by making my own chocolate. Do you know much about it? Of course I do. I've made some completely from scratch, without even a single marble phantasm cheat. No cheats. I'm incredible. Am I actually some kind of god? Oh gosh. I don't think making chocolate is that hard. That's the most surprise and self-esteem I've ever seen from you two. Looks like you're finally ready to do this. Don't worry, making chocolate is easy peasy. I'll show you the path to victory. As long as you do not make sentient chocolate monsters, I think we will be fine. I can't believe you're both so bad at using ordinary cooking utensils. Was I really this incompetent? It's not my fault. Human tools are simply far too fragile. Besides, so what if I can't cook? How small-minded your ideals have become, new princess. When you get right down to it, chocolate need only taste sweet. Nothing more. As such, it all comes down to mass and quantity. I will not prepare something so limited as a small box with chocolate. I will use my power of the world itself to grow a forest of cacao trees, then melt them down to create a new ocean. Chocolate ocean. That's a lot of chocolate. We're gonna need a lot of milk. This will put me well above anything the other archetypes could come up with. I think there's not any other archetypes, though. Oh, you fail. I swear, you're always like this, original me. Bigger isn't always better, you know? Remember that mean thing you said to me earlier? This endeavor ill-suits me. Besides, royalty is not meant to sully themselves with baking. I'm going to take my leave now. You two can handle the matters from here. Just let me know how it turned out when you're done. As my new and old princesses, anything you achieve, I achieve as well. She ran away. She really is cold-hearted, easily bored, and unabashedly greedy, isn't she? So that's my base, huh? It's depressing how much I see in her. Forget about her. Right now I need you to focus on chocolate making. Arcoid, you said it's okay to add flavor after warming the chocolate with the double boiler, yes? The chocolate you prepare completely lacks any hint of bitterness. I want to make something more elegant, something that will leave a deep impression with a single bite. Is that a problem? Oh no, I'm just a little taken aback. I've never had myself call me by my own name before. Good lord, that's tongue twister. True, I suppose I normally wouldn't. I can stop if it makes you uneasy. No, not at all. I much prefer this. You and I are different results formed from the same model. So hearing you say my name after treating me like a persona non grata all this time makes me really happy. I see. I only follow Master's example since I heard him calling you that. Gotcha. He must really care about us to make you think that. I think I've used you only a handful of times. You really do not have much character development, Ark. Okay, we're going to make the best chocolate ever. Tell me more about what you want to do with it. It shouldn't be too ostentatious. I would prefer it being both modest and reserved. On top of that, its flavor should be both complex and smooth, like the texture of fine silk. Does that make sense? Got it. Basically, you want to make the highest quality chocolate you can. Luckily for you, that's the kind I excel at. Don't be afraid to ask me anything. Now, are we going to the chocolate gifting? We are going to the chocolate gifting. So I guess that was a little bit of character development there for Ark. A little bit. Pardon me. Good day, Master of Chaldea. Do you have a moment to spare? If not, I can simply turn around and leave. I have a ton of time right now. Ton of time. See, the other servants said you're usually scheduled down to the minute on this day. But if you have some time now, that is perfect. It just shows how this was meant to be. This is for you. I, too, am part of Chaldea now. So I'm willing to do things like this to fit in. I would hate to be thought of as ignorant, after all. Awesome. Thank you for chocolate latte. I didn't expect you to literally jump for joy. I didn't. I'm sitting down right now. I guess Valentine's Day is a more significant event than I thought. Can I open it? Of course. This is the first time I've made anything like this, so I hope you like it. No, even if you don't like it at first, please make an effort to appreciate it. It's a dual choco. Ark made half of it. She said it's a token of her appreciation. I don't know why she added the cracks. Apparently she thinks they look cool or something. We may be the same being, but our tastes are very different. In the end, I'm the one who improved. I expect this goes without saying, but I made the dark chocolate parts. Well, that's all I had to say. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. Hang on. Yes. Oh, want to share it with me? I never would have thought of that. Granted, Arquaid did say she once spent this day with, but... Still, now that you mention it, you did say you have time to spare. Very well, I will accept your proposal. Man, we are just seducing the earth itself. I've tasted many different kinds of chocolate thus far, but I've never actually properly eaten one before. I've always wanted to try having a tea time like this. I know I grew up sheltered, so I will hope you will teach me the proper etiquette for these sorts of things. We are seducing the spirit of the earth itself. We truly are a harem protagonist. Okay, so brins are literally glasses. Interesting. I'm going to do one more 10 grab of chocolates, and then we're going to do some interludes. Okay, there is indeed a servant. Who do we got? It is... Shiki. Hello, hope you don't mind that I let myself into your room. Here you go, my Valentine's gift. That is today, isn't it? It was a couple weeks ago, but sentiment is appreciated. Multi-chocolos. I'm afraid I couldn't make them by hand, but I did take my time choosing the very best ones. When I was thinking about which ones would make you happiest, my heart kept pounding like an ordinary girl's. So what do you think? Do you like them? You are the master of Chaldea, after all. I am sure you've received more chocolate than you could ever eat. Even if I had never gotten anything like this before. Yeah, I've gotten so much chocolate. I see, that's quite the comeback. I never even saw it coming. It's a much more outrageous statement than I was expecting, but it does unmistakably get your feelings across. Master, I'm glad to hear that. After all, I've never given anyone a Valentine before either. It wouldn't be fair for me to be the only one with my heart all Twitter, wouldn't it? Would it? At any rate, I look forward to working with you again this year. I promise to do my very best to keep the stream going as long as I can. Now then, you must be hungry, right? Why not try the traditional New Year's meal before the sweets? That explains these New Year's decorations. I totally knew that's what these decorations were. That's right, I know I'm a bit late, but I thought it would take this occasion to wish you a Happy New Year as well. I hope you don't mind that I overwrote your decor without asking. The old New Year's may be over now, but I'm still a proper servant now, right? That's why I took the liberty of cutting my way straight through to the front gate. After all, isn't it the mark of a top servant to attack with weapons nobody else has? Sure. And there's another one. Another one. You, senpai. There you are. Here, you can have this, if you want. Thank you, senpai. I don't know why you're so ridiculously happy about this. It's only courtesy chocolate. This is just something we have to do today, right? I just grabbed the first thing I happen to see at the store. It's no big deal. I'm just being polite. We have a store. Chaldea has a store. Are they getting paid better than I am? You obviously wrapped this by hand, though. Excuse me for being a bad gift wrapper. Got a lot of nerve complaining about a tiny thing like that. Yeah, I wrapped it myself. I didn't have anything better to do, seeing as I'm immortal and all. Time's the one thing I've got more than enough of to spare. I'm so bored, I'll do damn near anything to kill it. So the second one sounds like us being a little bit of a smartass. So both of them kind of are smart-ass responses. So does this mean you've given someone a Valentine's every year? And the stream's lost stability again. It must be upload because Streamlabs is not showing any dropped frames. You really do just say whatever pops in your head, don't you? Aren't you afraid of me? Do you go around talking to Carmilla or Vlad like that, too? You're not as scary as them, though. Yeah, maybe you're right. Some people have thought I was a vampire, but I'll be damned if they start lumping me in with the real deal. Do you not get along with Carmilla? That's one way of putting it. Another would be that I hate her damn guts. You and Liz would get along great then. I know she's changed from how she's supposed to be due to all the rumors humans spread about her. But that's just one of the things I hate about vampires like her. I don't know about anyone else, but I sure as hell don't have any desire to drink blood, and there's no way I'm letting anyone think otherwise. Didn't you drink, your servant's blood in the Lost Belt in order to gain some power, if memory serves? I think you did. Sure, I need to replenish my life force now that I've been forced to incarnate into this living vessel. You're incarnated. Interesting information to have. But I can make do just fine as long as there's fauna or flora nearby to share a bit of their energy with me. As long as I don't end up in the middle of a desert somewhere, I'll pretty much never go hungry. Not to mention, just the thought of drinking blood for the taste makes me sick. Yeah, my upload speed has... It's a tenth of what it was maybe 10 minutes ago. There's something going on whenever I stream. So you're not an enemy of humanity, then. What the hell are you talking about? If anything, you humans are my natural enemy. You have no idea what I've been through just for having a body that won't die. You humans are incapable of tolerating anything beyond your understanding. You're fundamentally incapable of leaving mystics unexamined and not claiming them for your own. Everything from the deepest oceans to the tallest mountains. It's in your nature. And you have the nerve to call that the inquisitive spirit? Ugh. That said, if I ever needed a lot of magical energy quickly, I could drink blood directly if I had to. I won't deny I've taken lies like that in order to survive at one point or another. But there's only one of me and 7 billion of you. It doesn't take an immortal to see who is the bigger threat. I'm not going to complain about forming a servant contract with you at this point. But don't forget that in the end, humanity and I can never get along. Putting that aside, thank you for the chocolate. Are you really going to ignore everything I just said? What the hell's wrong with you? Many, many things. Alright, so that is that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. How many... You know what? This is a better thing. How many... Whoa. How many do I not have? I just count 2. Just because I want to get a good idea here. And it's giving the stream some time to catch up. 3. 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 Valentine scenes still to experience. Well, I'm not going to do that all right now. I'm going to go to the Chaldea Gate, go to Interlude, and it looks like we have a Gawain Interlude. The man, the myth, the legend, the gorilla. Go all the way to Party 1. And we're going to pick Gawain, the man, the myth, the legend. He's going to be our lead performer in today's interlude. If I can spot him from amongst the rest. There he is. Alright, let's roll. Bond CE, where are you? Why you're not on these servants, I don't know. That'll do, yeah, okay. Let's see what Gawain's thing has to offer. Also, I did max out the Atlas Institute uniform, which means I'm back to only having 3 Mystic Codes to level up again. And we're working on the New Year's wardrobe Mystic Code because that was already started and it doesn't seem like it has much. And then we're going to be doing the Soya High School. And then we'll go back to Decisive Battle. Excuse me. Yeah, let's get this interlude started. How far behind are we is the true question, though. Because there is some massive amount of... I don't know why my download speed is perfectly fine. It's my upload speed that is in the toilet. We've completed our daily training in the simulator. Good work, Soul. Tireless effort each day is the key to success. You seem to know that very well. As your retainer, I must also strive to... This is... What could this be? If I'm not mistaken, this looks like a tag for the writ of seizure. The latch of the item carrier is unlocked. There appears to be a note. Let's see. Notice of collections, repayment for the borrowed essential materials is overdue. Therefore, under the terms of the loan as agreed upon, we have seized all items from your possession as a repayment with the appropriate and agreed upon interest stipend in the loan document. Yours in security, experience, and love, and like a great neighbor, Caesar Co. is there. I feel faint. I can only hope I'm not reading this right. Soul, is what this flyer says true? He gave me... That's not really a loan if he gave me a proof of a hero. Why didn't you refuse? Surely you know that nothing in life is free. No, there's no use lamenting what is past. When did this happen? It was so long ago. I honestly don't remember ever getting a proof of hero from Caesar. This course of action is so obviously corrupt, simply absconding with the goods without so much as a letter of intent or warning. The work of a true pro. Habitual criminal. Not much to take. There's a receipt here. It's not here. The materials I brought to commemorate your summoning me are gone. I summoned you a long time ago, Gawain. You brought what? A silly thing to ask. Tribute for my liege lord, of course. Since you're the one taking care of me, it seemed only sensible and proper thing to do. Nobody does that. Everyone just comes empty-handed. Honestly, it seems no one has a real sense of what it is to be a hero anymore. At any rate, let me list off what I brought you. 4 octuplet crystals, 10 hearts of foreign god, 2 great knight medals, 20 evil bones, 10 forbidden pages, and 10 seeds of Yggdrasil. That's not a bad amount. The Triple Sunny recommended set has been taken. This is a catastrophe. Now my download speed is in the trash. Something's going on. Knights of the Round Table are awfully generous, huh? And of course, to be an asset, not a burden, to one's lord is the hallmark of a great knight. Well, now's not the time to go over the contents of my gift. For a servant to steal from his master is a thing unheard of. In the meantime, in the name of the sun, I shall bring this evil Caesar to justice. Yeah, for some reason, everything is in the shit now. My download speed is normally over 100, and now I'm not even breaking 20. Mind you, the only ones hearing this are those that are going to be watching this later on YouTube, but... Somebody in this house is doing something that is causing this massive amounts of internet-related troubles. I don't know who, I don't know what, but somebody is doing something. I might need to change stream times going forwards. Because this is getting ridiculous. I tested the internet speed before I started, and I was doing fine. And now all of a sudden I start streaming. I don't know. And this is honestly kind of pissing me off. Do that. Yeah, this stream is so very far behind. It's still back in you, Senpai's interaction. I don't know. Somebody's doing something. That's the only reasonable explanation. Arts chain. See, now the download speed is resuming back to good measurements. And again, it's measuring the upload speed as less than 1 megabyte per second. This is ridiculous. It says the connection is excellent, though. The upload speed should not be that bad. This just annoys me. I'd love to figure out what's going on here, but I can't. And that kind of just takes the wind out of my sails as far as streaming goes when I can't stream. This is essentially saying, yeah, I know you want to stream, but no. The answer is no, you can't stream because your upload speed is shit. I'm gonna have to try, like, on Wednesday, streaming middle of the day to see if that makes any difference. I almost skipped. Why are you attacking me without any kind of warning? Pardon me, I simply decided it would be most expedient to skip the annoying explanations of your crimes. And it appears the collection was destroyed in our battle. An unfortunate occurrence, but you'll simply have to accept your fate. No, what you received earlier was only a copy. The original, you see, was carefully stored in my bosom. Accept your fate. That's a little bit much. Please do not fret. I collected your materials before I burnt the blackguard to cinders. 8 million QP and 1 forbidden page. Strange, this isn't right. Does that mean he already sold everything? I see, so this QP is the proceeds. Wonderful deduction, Soul. Now, you burning man, to whom did you sell those materials? You think I'd just give out my customers' private information so easily? I have my pride as a businessman, young leader of the Britain group. I thought you were a general. I never imagined I, of all people, could be so possessed by such low greed. Perhaps I erred in trying to go big in order to not be outdone by the David Credit Union. Ugh. David Credit Union. So Caesar Holdings is also a victim of greed, but that doesn't matter. So I see some records of transactions for the past few days. By tracing these transactions, we should be able to locate the materials. Do not think of me as nothing more than a wielder of a sacred sword. Investigation is a matter of legwork. Crime must be punished, wise should be young. These are the basics of being a knight. Master, will you allow me to continue spearheading this investigation? What about the David Credit Union? We'll raid them in due course. For now, let's concentrate on retrieving those materials. Now that that's settled, let's take a look at this list. Knowingly purchased stolen goods is a crime as well. We shall punish these purchasers. Punish them. Next arrow. Second verse, same as the first, as far as party composition goes. Oh, no actual, okay, that's interesting. There's no actual dialogue just yet, at least. There might be some in a bit. Cannot discount the possibility that there might be some in a bit. Okay, it almost seems like things are stabilizing on the Twitch side of things. It's still massively far behind. I've already used it. Mo, no! Why, Mo, why? Excuse me. Going smash. Now my download speed is trash. Again. Download speed trash, but upload speed is going up. Either somebody is doing something at this time of day in my general living vicinity, or someone in this house that I live in is doing something at this time that is just devouring the internet capacity. Either way, it's pissing me off. I don't want to stop the stream in order to go and do it. At this point, though, it's more of a recording than anything. I wonder. I don't know. I should probably check to see how this works. I don't know how this would work. It could potentially solve the issue, though. It has the potential to solve the issue. But I don't know if it'll stop the screen share is the issue. Oh, the Spriggan killed Gawain. Nice. And the burn killed him. And that's Mo beaten. Hot, hot, hot. Damn you, Gawain. Attacking me during the day, coward. If you were a true knight, then spring a surprise attack at night, fair and square. A thoughtless imbecile deserves harsh punishment, especially when they're a family member. Honestly, I didn't expect you to be someone who would have bought stolen goods. I'm not Sir Tristan, but I must say this saddens me. I can overlook your boorish manners, but I never thought that even you would stoop so low as to purchase stolen goods. I didn't. Stop. I paid for that stuff fair and square. Why did you do business with Caesar Holdings? Of course I did get involved. I'm Mordred, the great king killer. When I sit the throne, I'll need a trusted minister, you know, like a minister of finance. I had to fire that cheap-ass Agravain, and I wanted someone rich in his place. And, you know, that Caesar guy looks pretty hefty. Looks like a guy who never misses a meal, so he must be rich. Well, you must disassociate yourself from that gluttonous Roman aristocrat. Even someone in modern times, you should be eating vegetables. Potatoes. Well, okay, yeah, I guess you kinda got him pegged, but I don't get you. No, you must understand, as penance, you will only eat from a menu I specifically designed for 1 full month. First of all, ketchup is not a vegetable, so you may not have it. You may only consume potatoes. What the hell? Everyone in my family is freaking nuts. We're taking the materials. Yes, let's collect the materials, Master. Let's see, 2 octuple crystals. We're still missing 2. So they've been used. Well, I'll let that slide. Oh, are we missing a great knight medal? What's the meaning of this, Mordred? As far as I know, you have no use for that catalyst. Yeah, I don't use it, but I want it. Don't you get it? You want it as a keepsake, right? Yeah, it's not about showing off or anything like that, but I thought I could have at least one. Honestly, what are we going to do with you? Much as I desperately desire the medals, I will only take 1. Now let us move on to our next material to recover. Next up, 10 hearts of the foreign god. Seriously, I actually want those I don't actually want those more. Okay, I'm gonna try something here really quick. So we're gonna turn display capture off here, just for a moment. And I'm going to see if I cannot make my phone into a hotspot. No, not cellular. Personal hotspot. And then see if my computer can detect my phone. There it is. Connect. Because theoretically, this might make things a bit faster as far as the upload goes. Theoretically, at least. Oop, I pressed the wrong button, maybe? No, I didn't press the wrong button. Okay, let's click off that. There we go. And that should hopefully be fine. Alright, let's get back into it. Third arrow. I have no way of knowing if the upload rate has stabilized or not. There's one more thing I'm gonna do, actually, that just occurred to me. Just to make sure everything is good. So we're gonna turn on hotspot, but we're also... Okay, that did it. I need to be on Wi-Fi in order for Reflector to detect my phone. Damn. Tarnation. I was hoping that I would be able to get away with it, and I'm no longer connected to my phone's hotspot. So much for that solution. So much for that solution. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out what's going on. And I went through a lot of... I did so much this past weekend. That's why there was no upload today, because I thought I had figured out the issue. I thought it was something computer-related, but guess not. I have to freaking hard monitor the download and upload speed at all times at this rate. Just to make sure that it's not somebody just screwing me over. Sumanai and Bryn. Golden rule, but better. I tried to stop her. Ah, Bryn. You did this out of love, didn't you? Or misguided sense of love, because you're kind of a little messy in the head. Alright, Gawain. Buster Blast is fine. Even then, Gawain, you're not the strongest. We can get away with this. Hopefully. It should be enough. Okay, knock on wood. But it does look like the stream isn't dropping frames anymore. It's just massively far behind. But nobody's talked in chat, probably because they come into chat, they come into the stream and see how bad of a frame rate it is right now and decide to come back later. Impossible. Only 5 dragon fangs? I'm sorry. I am so very sorry. I tried to stop her, but she insisted she really needed them, and then my golden rule got too powerful. I'm sorry. Caesar asked me if my love was getting cold, and he suggested I cook something that would invigorate a husband. He said that making a stew with 10 hearts would be just the thing. Exactly. I did bring my golden rule back to its peak when I was in my prime. That sounds not too good. And, of course, the knock on wood. And it helped a bit. If the material was used in a dish made by a loving wife or her husband, I have no cause for anger. Except they're both not each other's husband and wife. It's a shame I lost the hearts, but it's a small price to pay to reinforce a couple's love. The materials are yours to keep. Oh, thank you very much, and I apologize, I misunderstood you. Because you are, you know, that during the day, so I thought you had no interest in love. No, I'm quite used to being seen as stuffy. Please think nothing of it. After all, I'm always with Sir Lancelot and Sir Tristan. Compared to those two, I must certainly seem rather boring. Anyway, a loving couple is a good thing. I wish you two eternal happiness. I'm not, thank you, Sir Gawain. That carefree smile of yours, I'm quite troubled. And then Siegfried was never seen again. Kriemhild must never know of this incident occurring, else it will ruin her friendship with Brynn. Okay, next arrow. Whee! Little demons. This doesn't look so bad. Beep up.
この剣は太陽の内にあらゆる不浄を清めるオムラの影のエクスカリバー
It's going good now. Although archer classes make this difficult. Well, look, again, knock on wood, but Twitch is saying the stream is excellent rating now, so that's something. It's just going to be a matter of, will it stay as excellent or will it drop to unstable yet again? Beyond the internet troubles I've been having, which have only presented themselves right now, things have been going good for me overall. Things have been going pretty good for me overall. I got all my week 5 of this quarter done, so it could theoretically be said that I'm 1/8 of the way towards my degree. Although the remaining 7/8 are probably going to be more difficult than the initial first 1/8 of the journey. Only time will truly be able to tell. But, yeah. I have also done a little bit more extra research, and there is a possibility that I could get a bachelor's degree. Right now I'm only going for an associate's degree in information technology, but I did a little bit more research into the online university I'm going through, and I think that I would be able to get through to a bachelor's with just an additional year worth of schooling. So that has been floating around in the brain space I call ahead lately, is thoughts of maybe taking things to the furthest level, or the next level beyond the associates and going bachelor's. It is kind of all dependent though. I have expressed the interest before that I do want to develop an app. I have some ideas for apps, it's just going to be a matter of the implementation. I've not learned any bit of coding yet, so I do not know how difficult these theoretical apps would be to develop, but if I can make them, I might be able to make money, and if I can make a steady enough income from app development, then who knows, maybe a bachelor's wouldn't be too out of the question. Who knows? Beyond schooling, though, I have started to work on getting myself back into shape as best I can, because I did also give myself a second-degree burn while making my dinner a couple days ago. It's just on the forum, but I was going to have a bit of cube steak. It's a very not the greatest cut of meat there is out there, but yeah, I opened the cube steak and it stank horribly. It was vacuum sealed, but it must have been sealed improperly or something because it was rancid after thawing out. So had to go for alternatives, and through a bit of digging in the freezer, I found another vacuum sealed thing of pre-made Philly cheese steak. Only the steak and the steak spice, not any of the cheese or the buns or anything. So I just had that, but it was the process of cooking it. I had a oil-filled pan. Oil was nice and shimmery, and this specific cheese steak, pre-made steak, it says you can just go from frozen to cooked, so you don't need to thaw it out or anything, which was good because it was around that time that I was getting hungry. So I took it out and I dropped it in the pan that had been cooking hot oil, and well, I didn't drop it, I set it gently in, but despite the fact that it was still a frozen brick, it reacted with the oil to the point where the oil sputtered hard, and a dollop of boiling oil got me on the arm, and yeah, the mark quickly blistered, and running it under cold water, the blister quickly peeled off, revealing some raw skin, and it's still pretty raw underneath. Every day I shower, and it's still healing. Like, it's still, it hurts to touch still, and you can still see the raw flesh, so I definitely got a second-degree burn from some oil, which makes some of the exercises I plan to do not really viable, because I did find I did dig up the old 30-day app program I used to do, and I wanted to get back into that, but some of the things are like, I'm at a loss for words right now. Planks, which, you know, require you to balance on your forearms, and that's kind of where the burn is, so can't really do excuse me, can't really do that. I can do the sit-ups and the crunches fine, but planks I can't do. I can do the leg lifts, but planks were always the hardest bit of exercise for me to pull off, and those are currently locked to me, sadly. Hurts alcohol, their bar snacks, Amadeus mask. I've been kind of, you know, not paying attention to who I'm up against, and it does look like the stream is trying to play catch-up now. I'm gonna do an NP again, because why not? Yeah, the stream is trying to play catch-up. It's currently, it just showed Siegfried and Brynn on the field at the same time, had a brief pause, and then it was just Brynn on the field, already damaged, so it skipped a little bit of the fight on stream. Lovely. I mean, if it's playing catch-up, at least it's acknowledging that there is stuff to catch up on. Also, adjusting that, because according to the stream, it's a little bit high. I can probably focus on Anderson now. But, yeah, so I burned myself, so I can't do all the exercises I wanted to do, but I am determined to get in a good physical shape here. Because, as happy as I am to have found a alternative education source with this online schooling that I'm doing, it isn't the same as going in person because I'm at home pretty much all day. I don't have a job because I quit my job in order to go to my higher education, and I want to get a higher education before I go back into the job market. I have the funds saved up to resume not working, but, you know, it does mean I'm more sedentary, and I do not want to grow physically, except for my muscles. I want my muscles to grow, my belly to shrink, and my face a little bit, but that's, so getting in shape is definitely something I need to put a lot more effort into, and I will be. It was a long journey, but we have managed to retrieve half of the stolen materials. And yet, in a way, each and every person we encountered was a victim. Had I gone all out, I would have brought many people to financial ruin. It would seem the moment is made to stop, lamentably. We blazed through the second half. We really did. Lady Cat is a force of nature. Let's just say that eating a few evil bones is a part of her feral charm. The remaining three, however, acted in a most evil and premeditated fashion. I have neither mercy nor sympathy for the likes of them. And so my Galantine became an instrument of their punishment. Anyway, the case is closed. I have fewer materials than when we began, but I will simply have to collect them again. Our fight continues. With you, even our daily training is a joyous task, Master. Pretty simple interlude. Makes sense. It was released pretty early on into the game, I believe. Probably around, maybe before Babylonia, even. Gawain's profile gets an update at the very end. He has had many brothers, especially close with his younger sister Gareth. After Lancelot mercilessly killed Gareth, Gawain's rage eventually led to King Arthur's demise, which became Gawain's greatest regret. He was never close to his other relatives among the knights of the round. He was separated from Agravain when was sent to live with Morgan when they were young, and he had never properly introduced to his half-sibling Mordred by the time they came to blows in their final battle. And it was just a quartz interlude. Okay. Before we go into Bryn's, we are going to go to the shop, and we're going to get some more chocolates. I do think that I can't do all of these on stream, because I did count out to be more than a dozen, and a lot of them are newer servants who have multi-minute long Valentines. Oh, you're here. Love the swimsuit. I appreciate you taking the time to come here, especially when you're so busy. Today is a special day, right? The day we celebrate Valentinius, I believe it is. And here I am, calling you away from the festivities so I can have you join me in the simulator of all places. I'm sure I'm robbing you of precious time, and I doubt Valentinius would be thrilled about this either. For that, I am very sorry. We have to have learned, like, some form of time dilation to get to all of these Valentine's things. I don't think Valentinius would mind. Really? Yeah, really. I see, so that's how it is. That's how it is. Okay. You did never get to enjoy the Arctic Circle, did you? We should fix that. Let's have fun. I see. Given what an experienced master you are, and the fact that you're contracted to so many servants, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you could see right through me. Then I suppose there's no point in hiding it any longer. Wonder what she's so nervous about. Yes, that's right. I wanted to take another look at this place. I wish to revisit Summer's Arctic Circle singularity, the North Pole paradise we made and lived it and enlivened. And if possible, I was hoping to not do so alone. I wanted to go around enjoying it just like any other park visitor with someone by my side. I'm sure Maeve would come with me, and the Celtic would probably agree, though reluctantly. But I thought I would most like to come here again with you. Is that alright? Of course, if you're busy, I don't mind if you refuse. If you do, I'll just give you my gift and you can go. Okay, Scotty. Let's do it. Oh, that's great. Don't worry, I won't take up too much of your time. You and I may be the only human and servant here, but it seems the simulator's AI still recreated the polar bears for us. Come, let's go pet them. I recall the polar bears. I do so recall them, amongst many other animals. The flower garden. Pengus! No, leviathans, my bad. These are leviathans. The amusement park. A Arctic pool, which sounds horrible. But baby polar bear is nice. The haunted house. Oh, Scotty's afraid. And she clings to us. Oh, Scotty, you are precious. I see. So this was your home base during your summer journey. A mobile base is quite a nice idea, especially when it's as pleasant as this one. Didn't you provide this yacht? It looks nice too. Whoever chose this ship has excellent taste. It's a shame they aren't here. I would have liked to pay my compliments to them directly. Good news then. All I have to do is look in a mirror. Thanks for giving us this, by the way. Oh. Right, now that you mention it, I did, didn't I? I remember now. At the time I was so busy and so low on magical energy, I didn't have a firm grasp of time. I couldn't really tell you what came first or what came later. Does this mean I just complimented myself on my own taste? It does. Did I really just do that? Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. I'm so embarrassed. This is absolutely mortifying. Don't worry, we had a great trip thanks to this cruiser. Really? Are you sure? I'm relieved to hear that. I think I'd like to get some fresh air. Would you come with me? Sure thing. Good. Thank you. No trouble at all. It's lovely out here. I quite like it. We all set off fireworks out here last summer. I hope you can join us next time. Yes, that would be nice. I do hope we can make that happen someday. I really owe you for today. But thanks to that, I was able to see what things were like for the park visitors, so this was the summer we created. Just drawing manga was more than enough for me, but I'm glad. I'm glad I was able to see this for myself. I truly am. Which is why this is to thank you for today. I originally meant to give it to you as a way of apologizing for the trouble I caused last summer, but I think I will do that some other time. It's like ice. It's a shaved ice cupcake. I was about to say it's just a cupcake, a blue cupcake. That's right, it's shaved ice. It isn't actually ice from the Arctic, since the North Pole has been bleached away along with the rest of the world. But it's special, one-of-a-kind shaved ice I made with ice formed for my own magical energy. You made this with the shaved ice maker, then? Yes. I used the device you crank by hand. I borrowed it from Boudica. I have no idea how a shaved ice maker works. Don't get the wrong idea, of course I didn't make it in my swimsuit. As much as I need to apologize for actions I took in my summer spirit origin, it simply wouldn't be practical for me to make shaved ice dressed like that. At any rate, please accept this. It's my way of thanking you for today. I'll make up for what I did last summer some other time. Thank you, Scotty. You don't owe me anything for this, got it? I love the little glasses drop. Good grief. I thought you might say something like that. I see I was right. I swear you're incorrigible. Listen, all this is a point of royal pride for me. You may laugh about it being inconsequential if you wish, but as long as I'm here, I must see it through. So be patient and wait for the next opportunity for me to apologize. Alright. Good. That's a promise, Master. That was the only new one of that batch. We'll do another batch 010. I want to get one more new Valentine before I move on to Brynhild's. And which will probably be the last interlude, and then we're just gonna knock out more Valentines. Yo! There you are, Futuro. Yo, lovely to see you in such a magnificent mood today, Your Majesty. Are you feeling okay? Did you eat something weird? Come on, Futuro. It's just us here. You can totally be casual with me. So, do you know what today is, Future? Seems today is known as Valentine's Day. Apparently it's a huge event for all of Chaldea. No, all of human history. According to what I've heard, we celebrate it by giving chocolate to people we love. But of course, not everyone is lucky enough to receive chocolate today. I guess it just goes to show life doesn't always go how we want it to. I feel so bad for anyone out there feeling lonely because no one gave them chocolate. If only I knew about them, I'd give them these chocolates I was up just about all night working on. I think they came out really well too. I added some yummy acorns to give them an extra yummy crunch. She was being so coy. In fact, I dare say you'd have to be a fool to pass up on getting chocolate this yummy. Oh man. I've gotten a pretty good amount of chocolate already, EO. I knew it. I figured that was the case. I mean, you're practically glowing with an aura of popularity. Honestly, it's so bright it almost hurts my eyes to look at you. Well then, you probably don't need more chocolate than you already have. But since I already made it, I hope you'll at least keep it with the rest. It is technically handmade, so... Choco acorns. I definitely needed this chocolate. You mean it? What a relief. I was so worried about whether or not you'd want it. But seeing you so happy makes all the work I put into it worthwhile. Yeah, EO is adorable. Now I wish I'd just come right out and given it to you to begin with. This kind of thing is really nice, isn't it? I had an unusual childhood, to say the least. So I don't have any idea what young people your age like or dislike. But since coming to Calde every day has been so much fun. In many ways, it really is like a dream come true. So I wanted to give this to you as a sign that we would continue to do fun things together well into the, future. But that's probably a little too greedy, huh? Okay, I'll just be on my way then. Let's do some fun things right now. Well, in that case, could I take you up on your offer and ask you a favor? Depends on the favor and where this favor's taking place. It's in the cafeteria. It's all cooked, I'll get for you. Don't be shy, I've still got plenty of meat to cook. Ooh, feast. This is good. Meat and rice just go great together, don't they? They actually do. I can agree with that. Meat and rice pair lovely. You also have plenty of drinks, so don't be shy about having those either. Thanks. Oh, this is so much fun. Nothing better than an ice-cold soda on a happy occasion. I've been all alone ever since Himiko went away. So I always wanted to eat together like this. Gosh, it really is fun eating with other people. Even more so when the other person is you, Futuro. Oh, this one's done too. Go on, eat up. There's plenty more where that came from. Speaking of which, I think I'll have seconds too. So you'd think me taking over for Lady Himiko would be a good thing, right? But in practice, it was anything but. Everyone was always like, Lady Himiko was so great, and Lady Io doesn't know what she's doing. We're just being her sounding board for her to rant. It's like she's drunk when she's not actually drunk. As if I didn't know all that. Nobody knows better than me how little talent I really have. I still did everything I could to make Yamatai Koku the best damn place possible. I think I'll have another drink. Oh, don't worry, I'm fine. Where was I again? Alright, I sent ambassadors to neighboring nations, went to shut up annoying rulers myself. The second queen of Yamatai Koku did all sorts of things, you know. Hey, Futuro, are you listening to me? She drunk? You sure gave it your all, huh? Exactly. I gave it my absolute damnedest. Oh, your glass is empty. Here, let the second queen of Yamatai Koku top you off. I want you to have lots and lots to drink. Lots to drink. Oh, Io. Never change. Never change. I hope that she becomes a summer servant just so I can get more of her personality, because she is adorable. Huh? Futuro? Did I fall asleep back there? I'm so sorry you had to give me a piggyback ride to my room. I hope I'm not too heavy. It's no problem. We're almost there. Never imply a girl is heavy. I see. Thank you. Honestly, I'm so stuffed, my stomach kind of hurts, so this is a big help. You're so kind, Futuro. Not just to the high-maintenance people like me, but to everyone. Except for Katak. That's why you give people the wrong idea. What do you mean? Nothing. Nothing at all. Still, maybe it's okay if I keep your bag all to myself just for today. Yeah, I think I will. Besides, it'll just be for a little while. Right, Futuro? Aw. Yo. She is adorable. Hey, Base Saber! More of Valentine's Day tradition. After all, festivals and politics are inextricably intertwined. We're facing the incineration of humanity at this moment. I advise you to temper your celebration accordingly. You say you understand that? Then you have it under control? That you can handle whatever event may come your way. Well done. I should have known there was no need for me to warn you. In that case, I believe you deserve something of a reward. This is the best possible gift I can give you right now, and I hope you'll accept it. Base Saber. Way back in. This is like a year 1 Valentine's. Please consider that crown my prayer for your victory. You may have heard certain victory and sweet pleasures wherever you go. May you have certain victory and sweet pleasures wherever you go. So, the choco-covered acorns and the chocolate crown. Alright. You know, I'm going to do... There's still a lot of unseen ones. So we're going to do Bryn's interlude next. And then we'll finish off the chocolates. So Bryn's interlude is a 21 AP. You're going to see, how long is Geronimo's? 17, so that'd be... It's a 3-node, yeah. So I will only have the AP to do Bryn's. We'll do Bryn's. This does look to be a strengthening of some kind. A mystery servant? Gee golly gosh, I wonder who this one might be. But, Bryn... Oh, Drop that. Yeah, that works. Drink water. Yet I want to remain aflame is the name of this interlude. Memories. No, it would be better to call them records. In life, I did not have regular memories like a human. Dot, dot, dot. Those are not the sound... The sound of a crushed plastic bottle is not the sound of memories or dot, dot, dot. Now it's high time to begin my nightly routine. Here alone in the room provided to me when I formed my contract with Master, I review my records. It should be fine. It's safer than getting worked up thinking about Master. That's what usually happens whenever I'm on my own. I can never control myself. And then I start confusing Master with him. Always without fail. The kind of love, the kind that makes me want to kill them. I don't want it anymore. That's why I review my records. Stop me from becoming flames. To quell the fire in my heart. Tonight, again, alone. Ah, the record of the snowy mountain. I remember this well. This pure white landscape with where the ground blurs with the sky. In life I wandered the land, I soared through the sky. Excuse me. I did only as Odin the Allfather commanded. I gathered the souls of the fallen heroes. The brave, men of valor, heroes, those who would fight for the sake of others, even at great cost to themselves. I approached them, led them, and at times granted them victory, but in the end I set them on a journey leading, ultimately, to their deaths. That was what it was to be a Valkyrie. Mechanical puppets in the guise of women, crafted by Odin, reapers of souls who only appeared human. With icy, impassive countenance, the dolls watched over their chosen heroes and slowly crept ever closer. I am. Yes, that's right. Ice. I am ice. I can be ice. I shall smother the flames. Do not burn. I cannot allow myself to burn. If I do, my flames will consume Master. That is the only thing I cannot allow myself to do. I am not conscious of it, really. That thought never crossed my mind, not once. But... What? No, why? Don't do that. Don't rouse me. I'm not supposed to burn like this. No. The auto replay has begun. No, I can't stop it, even after all the safeguards I've put into place. Really does stand out that the Valks and Bryn are technically not they are kind of just dolls, aren't they? I mean, there's more to them than that. I don't think they're purely mechanical dolls, but they're kind of like homunculi to a degree. It hurts. It hurts. The fragments of these replaying records are shards of glass through my heart. My beloved Sigurd. A stern yet gentle warrior, eyes that shone with crystallized wisdom. Loving lips. My brave Sigurd, my valorous Sigurd, my hero Sigurd, no matter how much time passes, you're always with me. No, I can't. So hot, the flames will consume me. Stop. Not that first encounter at Hinderfall. No, don't play that record. I'm doing this to pacify myself. Be cold. I must be like snow. Like ice. Please, All-Father, give me the strength to be as cold as the great wolf Fenrir's breath. I beg of you. I'm a servant. I'm a lancer who serves soul. I'm a broken Valkyrie. I must never again allow myself to be consumed by the flames. You know, I hope the becoming a yandere thing is exclusive to Brynn. Otherwise, Ortland is going to need to learn how to hold back. Where am I? Never expected to meet you again. Then again, this may not count. This is not truly a place nor any real time. It's not a physical world at all, really. It's a sea of the mind, your dream. It's also a memory of a servant whom you've contracted. I've heard that voice before. I knew it, so it's not obvious. Arthur! Let's put introductions on hold. As it happens, I should not be standing between the two of you. It seems that in my warping, I have synchronized with your dreams, your consciousness. This is a dilemma. This is actually a first for me. I'm not sure if it was kinship between you and me, or you and her. You're from another world. So you remembered. Amazing. I can't believe you keep all that straight, even trapped in a dream world. That's not the first time. Yeah, let's not count this. You who is entrusted with tomorrow, who faces the world head-on, we shall meet again someday. I mean, you're in my Chaldea, so... For the moment, we need to make a move. It seems she's in a fragile mental state. A servant in trouble? Exactly. A servant with whom you formed a contract. Namely... No explanations have to wait. Action is what is needed here. I've sensed something. Let's go. She'll be around here. From here you might have better luck detecting her than me. Trying to pick up anything, it can be her magical energy or her presence, or simply a hunch. Just reach out your hand. I can't do it. The relationship I have with her is one purely of combat. You are the only one who can save her. I can feel it. It's troubling. You never fail to impress, so she's under the snow. She must have been buried after collapsing. Let's dig her up. But she wants to be the ice. Digging her up would not let her be the ice. Lancer, can you hear me? Your master's here. You're not the sort to sleep here forever. Lancer, Brynhild. Yes. You collapsed in the snow. You alright? Master. Yes, I am fine for now. Master, adorable, adorable boy, my contractor. You always greet me. You always have a smile for me. Brings me such happiness, such love, such pain. That's why I... Do you understand, Master? I'm constantly trying to kill you. I confuse you with Sigurd. Always. All the time. You know, could this be solved if I just start making you think of me as your son, maybe? Maybe that will help. You do try to kill me quite a lot, yes. Yes. I need to stop doing that. I don't want to confuse you two anymore. You're not my Sigurd. You are a warrior of your own. You're a man who will save the world, the newest of the heroes. That is why I decided to follow you, to obey you. The reason I allowed myself to be summoned, the reason I came to Chaldea, even broken as I am. It was all to save you. Yet I cannot control my desire to kill you. I want to love you to the moment of your death. I don't want to remain this way, trapped in this madness. I was replaying my records like I do every night. The records of me as ice, the records of me as a Valkyrie. I awaken the frigid cold within me to keep the fires at bay. I use it to quench the flame. By doing so, I can prevent myself from killing Master. Just barely. I do this every night. I see. Well, you do this every night until Sigurd comes to Chaldea, then you do something else every night. For the man you loved, you put aside being a Valkyrie, and then when you lost him, you shut your heart away. Existing as a servant, it must be an excruciating contradiction for you. So, even without mental corruption or madness enhancement, a certain madness afflicts you. ... And so you're fighting against your own madness. To hold it at bay, you've been making adjustments to your mental state on your own. Whether that's due to the Valkyrie in you, or just because of who you are as a person, I cannot say. What I can say is this: it must be an incredibly difficult, painful trial for you, Lancer. Huh? You're... It can't be. You're from a different world. But of course, we're in my own records. It's perfectly possible for a shadow like you to be mixed in. A kind man. Saber. Yeah, I guess I am that kind of man. That sort of man now. So she can stop herself from killing. Could her spirit origin itself be broken? Does this count as saving her? No. If the problem had been resolved, you would have already returned to your own reality. Which is to say, you'd wake from this dream. But you're still caught in this record of hers. We're still in a snowy field. So, not yet. Yes, Saber's correct. I had succeeded in cutting myself off as an emergency measure, and that's why I collapsed here. You cut off yourself. ... Tell us, it's okay. I cut myself off from the flame within me, from myself. Flame? The being that smoldered within the depths of my heart, that bubbled up whenever I let myself go, even the slightest bit. Master, I think of you and Sigurd, my Sigurd. I go up in flames. I burn so hot, so hot. Hotter than the sword of Surtur, that is what I become, my love, my everything. You probably should have kept it, so let's go find it. But Master, the flame will kill you one day. I cannot allow that. That's the one thing I don't want to do. This is no good. Lancer, don't you understand? Your master is confident that you will not kill him. He even has the resolve to accept you, your madness notwithstanding. What a great master, don't you think? Yes, I am a great master. Yes, a wonderful master. Like everyone I've gotten close to, he has the heart of a hero. Yeah. Then it's settled. Let's go find this flame of yours. I hope that you don't mean that literally. Or maybe you do. Or maybe conceptually. Yeah, conceptual hero's heart sounds awesome. So the snow's on fire. Welcome, my Sigurd. Oh, how I've waited for this day, for my wish to become reality. Reality? What is reality? This is merely a small segment of my own records. And Master, my Sigurd, this is your dream too. But I don't mind. I don't care if it's a dream or not. I know. Even if it's just a dream, my lance still brings those I love the sweet release of death. Even if it be a hero, even if it be a great individual who could save the world, even if it be him. Nobody can escape my love. My love, mine, me. From me. None can escape my burning love. Whenever you and I stand, it's always a place to love, a place to kill always. After all, I was the one who killed Sigurd. Guess I'm Sigurd to her now. And there's no talking to her. The woman is fire itself. I'm taking her back into myself. I should never have let her out. Master, would you please lend me your strength? I can never neglect a servant in distress. Thank you. Let's get that flame of mine. You're too great of a master. You're a great master. I'll assist you with my blade as well. What are you telling me you're not going to hand over my Sigurd? You cannot. You can't. Excuse me. Give me my Sigurd back to me. I'm the one who kills the Sigurd. That's what the Allfather decreed. It's what the legends have said for generations. I still remember the day I did it, Sigurd. Now let's go in flames together. Let us become ash. Okay, yeah. Just sort of solidifying Brimby Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Brent is a single target NP, right? No, yeah, single target. So target the tire. Do the other way around. I've got to remember, Mighty Chains, you should always end with the Buster. It's gonna be sad to no longer do BAQs, but you know, it is what it is. Hey, the stream's caught up enough that now I'm getting bots in the chat. Bots have finally come out to play. The stream's stabilized, for now at least. I'm not gonna knock on wood, because the past few times I've knocked on wood have only served to cause the problems to come right back. Yeah. So no knocking on wood for me. I didn't see that there was more than... Oh shoot. That's gonna make this some pain. So 2 waves. Eesh. I would love some more crit star gen than what I've got going, but okay, these are the final 3. Focus that one so that we can get rid of the NP, and then this time I will do a BAQ because Proto is actually the weakest of the bunch, so him getting the Buster boost doesn't matter too much. That was good. Now I think I'll do a BQ, no, an AQB. That sounds better. Good. The right decision was made by me. Of course I didn't crit with the Buster though. Why would I? Bye, Proto. I think that brings Mashu in. Mashu. These both are in the same rate. What's that? Come on, I need some Buster crits here. And of course, the one that I've been not... Frozen. Boop beep. Get her guard up. Next. Kill it. Got the click of the neck. Okay, not bad. And you did nothing. You lose her passion. Papa boop. Poor yawn. That was a big one. I mean, I guess my sleep schedule has been a little weird lately. I've been waking up at like 7 in the morning for some reason. It used to be 8, but now it's 7 o'clock wake up. Yeah, this would be fine. Not that there's anything wrong with the 7 o'clock wake up. But, lately, like, before this past week, it had been an 8 o'clock wake up. But, just for some reason, it's been 7 o'clock lately. I mean, maybe the fact that I did have very much trouble falling asleep a few days ago, and I had to take some melatonin to help sleep. Also, this is the first time I'm seeing Bryn's NP on this occasion. Yeah, maybe that has caused the disruption in my sleep schedule. I don't know. I try not to take the melatonin that much, to be honest. I don't want to... I try and save it for, like, those times when I have some severe trouble sleeping. Like, if I'm tossing and turning in bed, having fallen asleep, I look at my phone, and damn, it's friggin' 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I need to take stuff. Theoretically, J6. Theoretically, it's fixed. It was very much not fixed for the first half hour to hour of stream, but now it seems to be working fine. It's like the 6 o'clock hour is just like persona non grata. The whole 6 o'clock hour is essentially when the stream kind of crapped out on me. But then as soon as it turned 7, or just like a little bit before 7 o'clock, everything started to run smooth as butter. The stream even started skipping forwards to catch up to what was actually being shown. So, I don't know. It's being weird. That's the grand conclusion I've come to. There's something weird with the 6 o'clock hour. I mean, I wanted to start streaming a little earlier, just because while you are only able to come to these later streams, not as many people are able to do the later streams. I kind of want to figure out a good time to stream overall. No, because I thought it was after Friday stream, I thought it was something with my computer. So, there's a reason that, despite me saying, yeah, I'm totally going to post the first part of LB7 on Monday, I didn't do that. Because I spent all weekend pretty much reformatting all of my drives, moving storage space around, so that all my drives are not red. And even then, I have to get another drive, because my hard drives are starting to get full of my videos. So I need to pick out a select assortment of videos that I'm not going to be making any more series on, and just sort of put them on another drive, and label that drive, and put the drive somewhere safe where I know it will not accidentally get wiped. Just to free up some space on my computer, because, I mean, even just Minecraft, I have 1 terabyte of Minecraft recordings on my computer. Yeah, that's a lot. Dot, dot, dot. The flame, I can tell it's coming back to me. Please, stand back, master. Well, the thing is you gotta always, I want to have a backup, just in case something happens to YouTube. I want there to be a backup of all that I've done. You know? It's possible I may end up attacking you, just like I said it would. So please, stand back a bit. Well, I don't know how much cloud storage there really is. I did have 1 drive at a point, and then that filled up. So, I've been getting... Let me just put it this way. I've segregated almost all of my Fate stuff to a single 4 terabyte hard drive. And it's almost full. I trust you, Bryn. Seems like it's fine, Lancer. Your master really is impressive. Yes. Yeah. Looks like I'm about to wake up. The dream will soon end, so you will wake up and return to reality, too. Although I'm not sure how much of what happened here you will remember. Lancer, is there anything you want to say? No, Saber, kind shadow within my records, I have nothing to say. But my heartfelt wish remains the same. Master, soul, next time I see you in reality, I only hope. I hope to be free of the desire to love and to kill you, to be free of the need to stab you, to shred, to share your life to pieces, to burn it to cinders. Again, just think of me as your son. That would probably work. That is my only wish. Yes, because I... Plus, I mean, Sigurd is in my Chaldea, so it's probably fine. I want to be of some use to you. As one who was once a Valkyrie, and one who once loved and nurtured a hero, I want to be alongside the brave warrior who fights to save the world. But... my flaming love still confuses you with Sigurd. I'm sure one day it will come to the surface. It's because she thinks we're Sigurd, that's all it is. That's what it comes down to. That's what this interlude was all about. She wants to kill us because we are like Sigurd. That's why today, tomorrow, the next day, forever. I must remain cold as ice. And why, when she gets Sigurd to come with her to summer, she is no longer acting so stiff and cold. Alright, Brynhild Romantia is upgraded and now does a little bit more damage and a little bit more crit star drop rate. Cool. And her profile, all the way at the bottom. Brynhild sees Siegfried, a dragon slayer who shares the same origin as Sigurd, as a separate entity, but Brynhild feels close to Siegfried, often gazing at him passionately and trying to find every opportunity to be with him and kill him. From time to time, her love will turn to her master. And we unlock another interlude for Bryn, but we're not going to do that today. We will be going back here and getting some more Valentines, just to see who is going to be the last one standing. Steno's going to be a short one. Your mind's been froggy lately? That's fair. The temperatures are being weird, going down, then up, then down, then up. It's a time of year where spring fever starts to hit, and your mind gets a little funky. Well, Master, I'm glad to see you're in good health. It's truly another lovely day today, isn't it? Yes, it's always snowing so hard outside you can only go out by visiting singularities, but never mind that. Even with the world coming to an end, this place still has a peaceful air to it. Festivals are celebrated with joy, and tragedies are mourned with all due propriety. I may not be too fond of humans, but that aside, I do think this side of you is quite wonderful. Is that all you were supposed to say? You've charmed me all over again, Mistress Steno. Please give me more impossible tasks, just like Princess Kaguya. You caught a cold? That sucks, man. Out of sheer joy. Oh well, that's just the sort of person you are. Here you go, you simpleton. I want you to have this. Simpleton. You're the only one for me, the one I love more than anything. It'd be a great laugh if I could say that, but I'll refrain from toying with you, just for today. After all, you can see for yourself that the chocolate is only one of several I made. Still, Master, you do well to shower us with love. Do that, and one day, one of us may just end up loving you, for real. That's kind of cold, not gonna lie. That is kind of cold. We'll try it this coming Wednesday. How does that sound? How does trying this coming Wednesday sound? There's still so many. Still so many. I'll stream at around 7ish on Wednesday. That'll give me some time to run through all of the Terror Raid battles to see if there's anything worth doing, and then when you hop on, we can do a shiny hunt. Hopefully my stream will not crap out on me again. Hopefully. Huyan. Only masters and servants who share the mutual respect and affection are allowed to participate in this special occasion. In other words, if I give Master a chocolate on that day, I'll be telling him that he is a wonderful master worthy of my service, and that I have a great love and respect for him. Conversely, if he gives me chocolate on that day, he will be telling me that I'm a super wonderful, super cute, super dependable servant. Right, Johanna? I don't think it'll go quite that smoothly, but yes, that's the basic idea. Right, now I'm really hyped up for this. I'm going to put a plan together right now. Thanks, Johanna. Don't mention it. It makes sense Johanna would be a part of this, because this would be Huyan's first Valentine's Day as well. Okay, I have a good handle on how to make chocolate. What's up, J6? Now I just have to make sure I end up getting some. Hang on, maybe this is a more fiendishly difficult task than I thought. There are lots and lots of servants in Chaldea, and since I'm fairly new here, I'm bound to be low on the chocolate gifting priority scale. There's no time to lose. I need to come up with a brilliant plan as soon as possible. Excuse me. Time for bed. That would be a very annoying light. Okay, let me just say, having that... I mean, that'd be a great light if you want to read in bed. But if somebody else controls that light, that would be a terrible placement for a light. Because somebody could just wake you up by just turning that on remotely. Gosh. I'm never been gladder to be an assassin. Now I just need to... What is this totem pole in our room? There are the room guardians I was told about. Fortunately, I was already taught how to deal with them. Those are our room guardians. Don't worry, I mean no harm. Take a look at these. Why do we have those as room guardians? That should buy me some time. Thank you, Shady Professor. Now then. Huyanzhou is strong. Huyanzhou is a badass. Huyanzhou is cute. Huyanzhou is pretty. You love Huyanzhou with all your heart. You think she's the greatest servant ever. Huyanzhou. Oh gosh. She's a viral sensation. I don't think so. I recognized I don't think Paris would give anybody Apollo, because that'd be more of a curse than anything. And I did not recognize what the middle one was. It looked like Vi, perhaps. And the bottom one was obviously a mini cube Zerker. I think I'd better call it a day. Sleep well, Master. You know, having somebody in my room hyping themselves up is probably not the creepiest thing that we've experienced. After all, we know Kyo, Serenity, and Raiko are somewhere in the room watching us. From then on... She's trying to sleep hypnotize us or something. Think of the greatest servant ever. Oh boy. Each and every night. Master, I'm starting to feel kind of bad about this. You're always doing your best, Master. I love that about you. And you love me. Does that mean I love you too? This is bad. I shouldn't be doing this. Nope. I just can't stop. Okay, I think the Stalker Trio might be getting our 4th member. Come this far, so I need to see it through to the end. Or I'll never get a chocolate. There you go, Huyan. You don't have to worry, I was always gonna give you some. Kill me now. Death would be better than living with this shame. I was so worked up I wasn't thinking straight. It wasn't my fault. An Apollo doll. Oh gosh. It's a recording device. That's not creepy in the slightest. That's not creepy in the slightest. Stop, Mr. Stuffed Animal. Please stop. Can I keep this recording? I can erase it if you don't want me to. No, that's fine. If you want to keep it, then please, by all means. Yeah, I mean, given that it's a... Now I know that it's a plush, I can definitely see it as being something from Paris now. But I don't have regular Anastasia or Orku Alter, so that would be why I didn't recognize their gifts. I do have Paris, but again, I kind of skip all the Valentine's gifts. Oh, this is from me. Here. But the Apollo plush has recording capabilities. Interesting. So not only did you give me chocolate, now you know how charming I am, too. I think Valentine's Day is my new favorite holiday. Sometime later, Huyanzhou received a strict punishment from the prefect for breaking into Master's room. That's okay. I'm so happy right now, nothing can faze me. The punishment was immediately doubled. That's Raiko. That is Raiko for you. Another new one. Yawn. Zufu! Yes. I was just reading a magazine and I got curious. Have you ever heard of Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is a war around here, Zooey. Yes, I do. I see, I see. Next question. Do you happen to know how to make chocolate? Parish Trap. Parish Song Arena Trap combo? Great. Say no more. I'll be kidnapping you now. Eh? She needs us to make chocolate for you, Senpai. And with that, our Give Lady You chocolate to make her happy club is officially called to order. Now I see. Aren't you an alchemist, Zufu? Just so we're clear, you may not refuse, and I don't want to hear any whining either. Arena Trap, Shadow Tag, they're essentially the same ability, let's be honest here. It's just dependent on which Pokemon has them. I know, I know. Great, then let's get started. So how do you make chocolate anyway? This is going to take longer than I thought. You're an alchemist, Zufu. You should know how to make chocolate. You made the right choice calling on me. I'm the perfect mate if I do say so myself. Incidentally, Sir won't be joining us today. Oh, really? I was honestly not aware that Arena Trap could not affect flying and levitation mons. That is news to me. Thank you for teaching me something today, J6. Well, I can't believe you found such a capable mate to help me. Way to go, Master. Okay, I don't need you anymore. You can leave now. See you later, then. I was just kidding. Don't go. Please don't go. It's wonderful to see what good friends you two are. Huh? We are? Of course you are, aren't you? Best of friends. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you bet we are. So then, since we're friends, that means you'll help me, right? Right? Sure. Great, then let's make Lady You some chocolate. Yeah. I don't really know what kind of relationship we have with Zufu. Alright, let's start by making a plan. Yes, plans are important. If you don't decide on your final destination, the plan can easily end up getting turned around. And then you turn around only to find that you've been going the wrong way for a while without anyone noticing. Sounds like you're speaking from experience. Yeah, I do recall Wobbuffet having Shadow Tag. I am, so... Indeed, so to ensure things don't turn out that way. Let's see, why don't we start with your image of Lady Yume Ren and go on from there. My image of Lady Yu, beautiful, elegant, a lone flower in a desolate wasteland. What, you got something to say to me? No, nothing to say. Now, everyone sees things differently. Alright, now let's try expanding that image of yours, Lady Zufu. The corn poppy is strongly associated with Lady Yume Rin in some countries, so what if we tried making chocolate shaped like a flower? Huh, yes, right. Flower, lovely, pretty, Lady Yu. Gengar was considered one of the best, has Perish Song. Shadow Tag can kill all mons that make Perish Trap unable to function, like ghost types that are simply able to kill the Perish Trapper or mons with switch out moves. It does look like, at the very least for Legend ZA, they are changing how Mega Evolution works as far as mechanics goes. I wonder how if that's going to make its way into the competitive scene. What is your thoughts on that, out of curiosity, J6? Hey, what's that look for? Nothing. Nothing. At any rate. Okay, let's do this. Here, taste it. I want your unvarnished opinion. So it's only something that I watch a YouTuber called Austin John Plays who analyzes a lot of Pokemon stuff, and something that was noticed in the trailers is that in the battles where the Mega Evolution is taking place, there's a little icon in the bottom of the screen with a gauge around it, around the Mega Evolution symbol, that looks to slowly drain. So, at the very least for Legends ZA, Mega Evolutions might be a certain amount of time they're Mega Evolved for. We don't know if that's going to make its way into the competitive scene of Pokemon, but at the very least for Legends ZA, it looks like Megas are going to be only for a certain amount of time. Bitter, hot, and cloying, not good at all. Yes, for my unvarnished opinion. Well, come on, you can be at least a little less blunt. Okay, taste test version 2. Kind of like you may have to potentially charge it to use it, and even then it's temporary. Essentially, yes. It might not be a charge thing, though. It might just be you can only use it for so long in a single battle. Since the battles are a lot more dynamic, with it being more action-like combat, it might be something like that. Sort of like Dynamax, yeah. Put it mildly. So it isn't sweet, has awful texture, is as pungent as a house fire, and the whole thing drips with the feeling of think you come again, huh? Are you mocking me? I'm just doing what you asked. Guess that's true, but it still pisses me off. Enough that I need to hit you. Alright, that's enough of that. Come on now, let's keep going. Okay. Alright, let's see some effort. You're the one who needs to put in the effort. It is. I am glad that I called some of the starters that are going to be in Legends ZA as well. I predicted at least Totodile or Chikorita. I did not call them both getting in. So, you know. I don't remember who I called for the Fire-type Mon, though. I truly do not remember who I called for Fire-typing. I think I called in Fernape, actually. Thinking out loud. I think I called Chimchar. There, it's done. Finally done. Bravo! It was a long and arduous battle, but that struggle has yielded a wonderful chocolate. Also, it's been confirmed that AZ is like 9 feet tall, I think, so, he's giant. I hope Lady Yu accepts it. It'll be fine. You think? What if she hates chocolate or something? It'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go give it to her. Well, that just leaves the cleanup. We've known his height for that long. I didn't realize we knew his height. He was that tall for so long. Let's get down to business and clean things up. Lady, you love the chocolate. Yahoo, I'm gonna be writing this high for the rest of the day. Ray, Gengar, Kangaskhan, Salamence, Charizard, XY, Mawile, and Venusaur are the only ones you remember being good and competitive. What about was Lucario and Gallade never good? That's great. So on that note, here, have some thank you chocolate. Well, you don't want it. No, I totally want it. Oh, is that so? You want it that much? What to do? Don't turn your back on me. Let's try that again. Here you go. You don't seem too happy about this. Did you hate my chocolate that much? Nothing like that. Just... I feel like I've already received so much from you. That's all. What's that supposed to mean? What indeed? What indeed? Huh? I'm trying to think. Absol was another Mega. I don't really remember much about Absol Mega, so I can guess Mega Absol didn't really have too much of an impact. Okay, we're definitely running low on the old chocolate scale here, but there's still plenty to go. Another 10. And the new Valentines scene awaits us. Who is it gonna be? Who is it gonna be? It's neither of those two because I don't have either of those two. It's not either of those two because I don't have them. And Taisui's a guy. Is it Eliza? Because I already got Huyans. Maybe, maybe. I already got EOS. Ah, it's Kukulaken. Well, also, Rayquaza is the only Mega that didn't require a Mega Stone to Mega Evolve. It just needed Dragon Ascent. So that, by default, should make it stronger as far as Megas goes, right? Because you can then also give it a held item. Seems everyone's been gathering in the cafeteria these last few days. At first glance, they all look like they're getting along well and communicating positively. But there also seems to be a negative note, or rather, a fighting spirit that practically screams, if I get a chance, I'm taking you down. Rayquaza's only competitive usage was its Mega. There. I mean, Mega Rayquaza and I think Mega Mewtwo X have some of the highest base stat totals in game, don't they? I was told Valentine's Day was a peaceful event, but now I'm wondering if it's actually a kind of tournament. Man, there's so much to learn about Earth culture. It's like there's two sides to everything. I wish they'd just get a quick version of their rules in 3 lines or less. Although, if it is a tournament, then things are easy. All I have to do is win. All I have to do to win is defeat the other contestants. Do the Mega Latis suck as well, out of curiosity? Just because it occurs to me that, I thought Mega Mewtwo Y was the psychic fighting. I thought X was the pure psychic type that looked very alien, very Majin Buu-esque. And by the look of things, Master's the prize. Alright, let's do this. Oh boy, this will be the most exciting invadery thing I've done in ages. Not so fast, new goddess who's rocking the leather jacket. You can't solve every problem with brute force. I realize you're probably not familiar with human customs, but have you ever heard of St. Valentine's Day Massacre? No, I haven't. It sounds amazing. What is it? It refers to a brutal, godless act of violence that occurred on a holiday meant for lovers when a violent organization mercilessly annihilated a rival group. And you were just about to repeat that same tragedy. Not good. Not good at all. Sadly, a great many tragedies have arisen from differences in culture and perception. As a man of the cloth, I cannot stand idly by and let another come to pass. Kukulaken. Let me give you the bare minimum of information you'll need to understand this holiday. First, Valentine's Day is the time for us to express our gratitude or affection for a certain people by giving them presents. There is no way for the recipient to guard against it, which makes it easier to pin them in a corner. An unblockable wall slam. I can't believe even that's allowed. I feel like if one servant starts doing that, all the servants will start doing that. Second, while it is something of an old-fashioned custom now, these presents typically take the form of chocolate. Chocolate? Oh, that must be what everyone's making lately, but why waste an opportunity like this to make something so small? Third, one mustn't inundate the recipient with a multitude of presents that will just make trouble for them. Stick with one. Just one, such finishing hold for a single-round match. Fourth, while this should go without saying, fighting is strictly prohibited. That includes sabotaging rivals. I see, that's why everyone was hiding their jaguar fangs under the sweet smiles. Impressive. Now do you understand? On that note, I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. That passing priest just sure made a clean exit, didn't he? Well, thanks to him, I understand the basic rules of Valentine's Day now, but... So, here's actually something that's occurred to me. Oh, your big thing. Gengar Shadow Trap tag traps enemies, opponent from doing defensive switches, threatens a KOS with its powerful attacks. Only Mon who can set a Perish Trap without needing help since only Mon does Perish Trap. Okay, Frank, only one person ever succeeded the Perish Trap strat. It was only one person did it because it's probably well known that it is possible. But something that's occurred to me, in Legends Arceus, Dialga and Palkia technically got origin forms. I wonder if they are going to be doing something similar with Xerneas and Yveltal in Legends ZA. if they're going to get mega forms of some variety. Or if we're going to get a mega Zygarde. Because Zygarde also has a place to play. Aren't I at a huge disadvantage here? We didn't even have chocolate in Miquelon. I thought you guys did have chocolate in Miquelon. Or was it just cacao? Help me, Earth. You know all about these kinds of events, right? My knowledge aside, why come to me? Why? Because we're both archetypes, yes? Sure, you're the archetype of a planet, I'm the one for a meteorite, but our lifespan is the same, and we've never been the type to sweat the small stuff, right? I see, so you came to me as a means of saving face. You know, you wouldn't have this problem now if you hadn't gone around claiming to be all-knowing to begin with. Anyway, Valentine's Day, you said. If you don't think you can do this well, then don't do it. No one's forcing you to participate. That's not that simple. I don't care how much I mess up personally, but I'd really like to make this a special day for a special someone by giving them an extra special gift. I don't want to take the easy way out. I want to do everything I can to make this occasion one he'll never forget. So you're saying you care more about this other person's feelings than your own dignity? Exactly. Besides, this is neither the time or place to be worrying about dignity. I see. In that case, I think there's something I can do. Thank you, this has been very informative. As a token of my appreciation, I'll give you some advice from my own royal self, who knows all about the good manners and etiquette. You mean the one who sort of noped out when it came to Valentine prep? I heard the whole thing. Even though you and I are the enemies, I'd be willing to help you just this once. We do not understand the subtleties of humans like others do, nor are we especially skilled with our hands. Making our own sweets is naturally out of the question. Research is best left to subordinates, and trying to put a clever twist on one's confectionery is a tactic for those who lack confidence in their craft. A true ruler, or rather, lady, knows better than to take risks on difficult endeavors such as that. Am I wrong? Yeah, Archetype Earth's Valentine scene was nice. I just really wish we had some sort of bonding moment outside of that single scene. 'Cause she's not had any presence in the story. None. Not at all. I hate to agree with you since I don't want to be lumped into the same category as you, but I agree I do. You're exactly right, Lady Earth. Just like humankind isn't yet ready for interdimensional travel, we're not yet ready to make our own chocolate. Indeed. As such, the answer becomes obvious. If you wish to demonstrate your strength, do so with quality ingredients. Gather all the cacao on Earth. No, that would go too far. I still need some for myself. Gather as much cacao as you can and turn it into a single object. That's all you need to do to create the kind of chocolate only you can make. Great idea. As much cacao as I can, right? I'm on it. I happen to know the perfect factory, too. I'll go take everything they've got. What factory does she know? Ascension? Ascension. Whose factory did she just ransack? Columbus? Caesar? Tezcatlipoca's. They actually give Foe a voice in this. Awesome. The sun's about to pay us a visit. I forgot that Tezcatlipoca did have a bit of a factory scene in Tlalocs. Hello, are you here, Master? Good, you are. I knew it. Happy Valentine's Day. Presents are unblockable, and it's okay to pin you against the wall today, right? Aw, Foe's adorable. Huh? That counted as being violent. Yes, I do know the rules now, but that wasn't my intention. She cracked the wall. Oops, I guess this means I need to work doubly hard on calming down, huh? I'm sorry, Master. I've never done anything like this before, so I guess I kind of got carried away. Yeah, Kangaskhan, Parental Bond is one of the most broken abilities in the game. I do recall that. I do indeed recall. Aerate, normal to flying, Mega Salamence is busted, gets good flying type moves like Double Edge or Hyper Voice. Does Mega Gardevoir not get Pixelate? Let me try that again. Master, I also wanted to make chocolate for you today, as a token of my gratitude. Of course, I'm not exactly detail-oriented, so I'm not really sure if it turned out how it should. But will you accept it anyway? And actually, isn't Mega Scizor, like, really good? Or does Mega Scizor lose Technician? I'd love to try your handmade chocolate. Really? Then here you go. Just be warned, it might be a little heavy. A single orb. I don't know what I was expecting. I love how the recipient has to accept it, no matter how it turns out. It may look simple, but it's made with top-notch ingredients. I used 100 years worth of cacao and treated it to stay fresh semi-permanently. Naturally, you can also use that as a source of magical energy, so don't be afraid to take it along on your next mission. Let's ask you something, Cuckoo. Of course, what is it? Or do you want to carve our names in it or something? Did you know that chocolate is a kind of food? Huh? So it has nothing to do with craftsmanship. These matches are won with food. I don't get it either, but this is just what humans are like. Then I'm even more ignorant than I thought. Now that I think about it, having something that warps space-time in your room would probably be more of a problem than anything put in it. I'm sorry, I'll get out of here right away. It's one of kind of chocolate you made, though. I see. If you really think so, then, I'd like you to keep it here forever. You just had the most lovely smile on your face. I hope you'll let me keep that footage as memory. Least I can do for such a great gift. Thank you, Soul. I can't vouch for the taste, but I promise I did put a lot of care and thought into it. Ooh, good neck pop. Another new scene. Whose is it gonna be? Whose is it gonna be? The maze, the Daikokuten. Good morning, Big Boss. Today is Valentine's Day. It's the perfect opportunity to express our gratitude for everything you do for us. You guys are the ones always helping out, though. Not at all. The only way for our humble mice like us to be liberated from our earthly bonds is to accumulate as much virtue as possible. And we think altruism is the most necessary virtue there is for heroes capable of becoming servants. We really want to be altruistic. We want to be altruistic in all things. Well, I'm sure you're well aware of this, Big Boss. Many cultures, including Chaldea's, celebrate Valentine's Day by giving the gift of chocolate. However, while this is embarrassing to admit, we had never made chocolate before. So we asked bosses who are good at cooking to teach us. It took a whole lot of time and effort to get this far. Lady Betty Enma was an incredibly strict teacher, so much so that we really thought she was going to cook us. It was very difficult, but after enduring her harsh training, we arrived at a new conclusion. Maybe our gift doesn't have to be chocolate after all. And so we Daikoku mice put even more of our hearts and souls into making you these rice balls. And the stability has dropped again. We're dropping frames like it's hot again. Please enjoy. They're delicious. We're so glad you like them. Please try my rice balls next, Big Boss. Don't worry, I made lots. Go on. Are they good? They're good, right? They're really good. Alright. Pardon the intrusion, please have a rice ball. I made lots and lots just for you. They're piping hot inside and out. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I take liberty of making you some rice balls. Please eat up. Big Boss made lots of rice balls for you too. Please say ah. How many Daikoku mice are there right now? Afraid we've only just about able to multiply about 30. I know that's not nearly enough. We could create more of us if you gave us more magical energy. If I may, could it be that you aren't getting enough nutrients? You need to eat a whole lot more if you're going to be as hale and hearty as our Lord Daikokuten. After all, you're the hero who's going to save the whole world. Why don't we share these? We made all these rice balls especially for you, Big Boss. Fortunately, we made just as many for every other boss in Chaldea, too. Eat up. Every last one of these is for you. Save yourselves while you can, everyone. Save yourselves. Okay. That's that scene done. And again, like I said, the stream is starting to drop frames hard. Negasaur isn't that good since it's basically the same as regular, but 95 speed is awkward and 65 attack is useless. That's fair. So there's one new Valentines. How many new scenes is there? 2, 3. There's only 3 more new scenes. Let's knock these out. I want to see who's going to be the last one standing. Who's going to give the last chocolate? Oh, leader. Are you good? I'm good. Perfect timing, Elisa. What's up? Is it an enemy attack? Then I'll go kill him. Come on, Shijin. Let's get him. No enemies. Here you go. Chocolate. Present. Yeah, it's not my birthday, but I'll take it anyway. Can I open it now? Sure. Wow, this is chocolate, right? Of course I know what it is. Nom 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 nom. It's so sweet and yummy. Why'd you give this to me? Because it's Valentine's Day. Or at least it was a couple weeks ago. Valentine's Day? I see, I see. Then I'll have to give you a present too, leader. But what should it be? What would be a good present? I've got it. Hang on while I go make it, Kay. I'll be back real fast. You seem to be in a good mood, Ellie. Are you drawing something? I'm making a present for leader. Present? I see, it's for Valentine's Day. Drawing, do. Well, what are you drawing? Me and leader and Mount Liang. That's great, Ellie. Could you add me too, please? Of course. So leader, me, you, Yang King, and 75 speed doesn't benefit much from Trick Room nor Tailwind. That's fair. That is fair. So Megasaur. Trying to think who else is some megas that might have been prominent. And yeah, the Daikokuten did scare me as well, J6. They scared me as well. I can't really think. Mega Metagross? Did Mega Metagross have any impact? Morning, leader. I brought you your present. Presento? For Valentine's Day. Here you go. Thank you. May I? Sure. Aw, it's an adorable drawing. And she drew both of the Goudas. Is this? Uh-huh. See, this is you, this is me, this is Huyan, this is Yang King. Then there's Boudica, and I think this was Zane Lobo. Who was the shadow in the end? Oh, this is, who was it again? Should I be worried? Oh, I remember now. It's the 4 corrupt official 6 traitors. I decided to be nice and draw them too. Nothing to worry about after all. Alright, try smelling the paper too. It's a scratch and sniff. Man, scratch and sniff used to be a thing. Doesn't it smell nice? It's because I drew it with edible chocolate crayons. Won't that attract bugs? Don't worry. I had Gore, director guy, take care of that for me. There's all sorts of different colors too. Which one are you gonna eat first, leader? Let's eat them together. Okay. Which one should I try? Strawberry? Banana? This is so hard. There's plenty of crayons to go around. Okay. Edible crayons. Yeah, that's definitely not something that should be ever made for actuality. Because then kids will think it's okay to eat their crayons. And we were taught that is not an okay thing to do. We need more musiminium. We don't have nearly enough. Musiminium. From the day I've been summoned, we've seen arguably been the worst, most unprecedented musiminium shortage in history. Are you listening to me? What is this about museums? I want to go to a museum. I want to go to a museum really, really badly. I want to walk around and look at all the exhibits until it feels like my legs are about to fall off. I want to browse the gift shop without any intention of buying anything. I want to flip through the catalog and read all the errata. I sympathize, but we can't do that right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Intellectually, I do understand that. I do. I just can't help but long to nourish myself with essential vitamins and minerals. I don't know how much longer I can last. If I'm ever summoned again, I hope it's in a singularity of nothing but museums. This is becoming something of a habit, isn't it? Is something that can make up for my museum deficiency? Sure, I can always browse the library or visit the virtual museums in the simulator, but that's just data that's never going to change. A real museum's a living, breathing thing that grows as its exhibits are changed or replaced. Select groups of experts constantly engage with all kinds of exhibits, changing our understanding of them with the latest knowledge and new perspectives. Which means they're just like any human alive today. They're the collective memory of humankind itself. Is there anything we can do? She didn't consider this possibility. Yeah, you're right. Even if we can't go to a museum right now, there's still gotta be something we can do. In which case... Okay, are you ready? That is not attire appropriate for a museum, Maurice. It's better than your last attire, but it's not appropriate for a museum. For what? I thought I'd have you take part in a little archaeology quiz. A challenger who racks up enough points by the end will receive maybe handmade chocolate or something. Hit me then. Okay, man, you really got motivated all of a sudden. Alright, here comes the official Chaldea Archaeology Quiz. Question 1. Metagross is only good in Gen 7. I mean, isn't that the only gen where Megas were really viable, though? Who's considered the world's first known Egyptologist? Lawrence of Arabia. And the answer is... Number 3, Ramses II's fourth-born son, Kalamwestet. Of course, you probably know Ramses II better as Ozymandias. His son was a sage who climbed the highest priest of Ptah in Memphis, who was also the first known person to practice archaeology. He meticulously investigated the history accumulated over 2,000 years since the first dynasty and also restored many monumental buildings. It gives you the feeling of just how Egypt's history is as long and winding as the Nile River itself. Howard Carter, the 5th Earl of Carnarvon, were the Egyptologists who funded and oversaw the excavation of Tutankhamun's tomb. And Lawrence of Arabia was a well-known unconventional military figure. There have even been movies made about him. I didn't know any of those 3 names! He was also an archaeologist who took part in expeditions for the British Museum, though those expeditions investigated Ottoman Syria, not Egypt. All 3 were prominent British figures from the early 20th century. Which means you got the first question wrong. I'm afraid, but don't give up, there's still plenty to go. Here comes the official Chaldea Archaeology Questions. Quiz is the second question. What is considered the first ancient script to ever be successfully deciphered? Oh. You know, give me a minute, Reese. What is considered the first ancient script to ever be successfully deciphered? An old oh. I guess these hieroglyphs? It's not really giving me a thing. Scissor did win an international and regional level event once, but it's mostly only good in unrestricted formats. Got it. Is that your final answer? Alright, the correct answer is... Number 2, the Palmyrean script deciphered by Abbe Barthélemy of France in 1754. Google, you failed me! Sorry, you got it wrong. I guess there weren't any hints to go off of, huh? Palmyra was an oasis city in the Syrian region. And it's also the namesake of the powerful Palmyrean Empire that once held territory from Egypt all the way to central Turkey. The Palmyrean script was used in the BC era, but the empire collapsed in AD 273. Examples of its script were found in the year following its collapse, with no further discoveries. I guess you could say the script was lost as a result of Queen Zenobia's defeat. Linear B was the script used in ancient Greece. It was actually only deciphered relatively recently in the 1950s. Ventress was a British architect and amateur researcher, while Chadwick was a British naval officer and linguist who worked on deciphering coded enemy languages. The story of how these two came to work together is pretty dramatic in its own right. Incidentally, the even older Linear A still has yet to be deciphered. As for Egyptian hieroglyphics, they were deciphered in the 1820s by the French historian Jean-François Champollion. You've probably already heard of the Rosetta Stone, right? That was the key to Champollion's work deciphering them. Even the Rosetta Stone's discovery makes for a great story. Did you know it was discovered during one of Napoleon's expeditions? In fact, I used to have a life-size Rosetta Stone. I'm sorry. A Rosetta Stone plushie. Okay. I think that Aris might be a nerd. What about the quiz? Sorry, you're right. I just wanted you to be aware that all the ancient cultural and historical knowledge we study in textbooks nowadays didn't just show up on its own. We only know about it now after centuries of being lost to time thanks to dedicated efforts of certain passionate individuals. Alright, time for the last question. You want to use Hyperfo now. The next question will be worth triple points. You're trying to make up for your wrong answers all at once. Well, I guess that's alright. Okay, that means I'm going to make this last question a real toughie, okay? Alright, then this is the last one. Official Chaldea Archaeology Quiz Question 3. What is considered the most credible ancient device or artifact that has actually been discovered? What is considered the most credible ancient device or artifact that has actually been discovered? The Antikythera mechanism from the 1st century BC. I knew that one. The answer is number 1, the Antikythera mechanism. The Antikythera mechanism is a device discovered on a sunken Roman ship in the early 20th century that contained over 30 bronze gears. It was made sometime between the 1st and 2nd century BC. She is definitely a history geek. Its construction was so astonishingly intricate that nothing from the next 1,000 years even came close. We're still not sure what the exact purpose behind its creation was, but we do know it was a type of calculator used for determining the position of the celestial bodies. That's because it incorporates cutting-edge astronomical knowledge of the time thanks to the wisdom of the original Chaldeans. The Trojan horse, unfortunately, still has yet to be discovered. I sure hope we find evidence it actually existed one day, given how large it looms in our collective consciousness. As for the London Hammer, well, it's basically an incredibly shady, out-of-place artifact. Yeah. Okay, that concludes our archaeology quiz. I probably shouldn't pass you since you only got 1 out of 3 right. But luckily for you, Hyperfo made up for that. Make sure you thank him later. Thanks for indulging me in my stuffy, somewhat fanatical obsession with museums. It's kind of adorable because, again, a plushie of the Rosetta Stone. It really helps replenish my museum reserves. And it's the best reward I could ask for. Alright, here's the prize you've been waiting for. I think it would kind of bother me if you just kept them somewhere weird like artifacts, so I really hope you'll eat them before they expire. Don't worry, I will use them before they expire. Donuts! It was on the same team as the legendary Pachirisu. Ah, the Pachirisu, the Slayer of Dragons. Oh, final 4. So we'll claim the next 3 and see what the final one is. Okay, so Gareth is not going to be the final Valentine. But she was in the final 4. Hey, Annette. If you're here, Gareth must be close behind. Hey, Annette. Oh, Master. I knew it was you, Master. Hello. Good job finding him, Annette. Yes, there's a good dog. Good dog, good doggo. dot dot. It's a meme, Jasik. It's a meme that Pachirisu is a dragon slayer. Can I pet Annette too? By all means, Annette especially likes being stroked under the jaw. Isn't that great, Annette? Master's going to pet you too. Good doggo. I prefer cats, but still good doggo. He's snubbing me. Hey, where are you getting shy all of a sudden? We're never like this during summer. Don't worry, it's okay. Like I said, I'm a cat person. Were you looking for me, Gareth? That's right. I'm sorry, I almost forgot what I came here for. Anyway, it's Valentine's season now, correct? So I, your humble Gareth, made sure to remember what sort of event it is. Yes, Valentine's Day. It's a custom that began in ancient times and later became associated with St. Valentinius. I'm still not sure how South American chocolate also came to be associated with it, but never mind that now. The point is, nowadays it involves a bunch of emotional servants coming together to give you a ton of chocolate, resulting in an incredibly stressful day for you. That is the sort of event it is, right? Yeah, it's accurate. Giving a gift is a wonderful, precious thing. At least that's what I think. The gifts my brothers gave me would always make me happy and warm my heart so much. It would make me want to run around outside in sheer glee. You know what I'm talking about, Annette? I know, right? There's a great power in gift given with heartfelt considerations. I'm absolutely certain of that. Which is exactly why people who have formed contracts with lots of heroic spirits like you are... how can I put this? Well, the end result is that you get so many different things, right? And while I'm sure each heartfelt gift makes you want to explode with happiness, I'm also sure it can't be easy. At least that's what I was thinking. Which is why this year I decided to give you this. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Sports drinks! This is nice! That's right, it's an assortment of frozen sports drinks. Although, I guess it's not very Valentine, is it? Now I'm a little embarrassed. But there's nothing better than these to perk you up when you're exhausted. They help you rehydrate, and they also contain lots of easily absorbed nutrients. So yes, that's what I'm giving you this year. I did put a lot of thought into it, for what it's worth. I'm so sorry if this is not the kind of gift you were hoping for. It's gonna be a huge help. She's like a puppy herself. Thank goodness. I know what I said, I'm really just happy you like it. Anyway, I know Valentine's Day isn't easy for you, so I wish you the best of luck. And please know that I'll always be there for you. And Annette wishes you luck too. Hang in there, Master. So I think that kind of shuts down any kind of romantic inclinations Gareth might have. Ah, she didn't even make it into the final 3, though. She was number 4. I don't... Oh, so that means Summer Vinci and Sitonai were 3 and 2 respectively. So the last one is Artemis! Artemis gets the final chocolate given of the year. I'm not going to watch the scene, but Artemis is the official last chocolate given this Valentine's. But with that, I think I'm done with today's stream. I got through 2.5 hours. Sure, there was like a half-hour to 45-minute period there where the stream was lagging like hell, but, you know, we got through it in the end. Got 2 interludes done, got all the Valentines done, and come Wednesday, we'll be back with Pokemon, where hopefully we will not run into this same issue. For now, though, I'm going to call this here, so I've been Solar Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for all to enjoy. But once again, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.